I do. What do y'all usually seem to do? I'm just sort of playing around with like a bunch of crazy shit.
How we doing today?
Yeah, I'm scared. Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right here, right. Oh, yeah. On the back it says Powell.
Okay.
Right on the back, right next to the flag, I think.
Hello? Oh, here we go. Alrighty. How we doing tonight? Woo! Woo! Y'all can hear me in the back? Hell yeah. I can't believe we got such a big crowd on Hurricane night. We got some badasses. Let's give a big thank you to the bartenders. Make sure to tip them really well. They're working during the storm. Yeah, like that's heroic. I mean, you guys could get beer anywhere. You get it from 7-Eleven, but they showed up, and now your drinking is normalized socially. So that's an important service, all right? It's good. It's very good. Let's see. Hell yeah. What's going on? Got kind of an older crowd tonight. I guess that's sort of typical of Sarasota though. It's a bit older. Not in a bad way or anything. Sometimes I wonder, if maybe the older crowd is the only people that will get my movie references. I love movies, but I only like really old movies, so hopefully you guys do too. I do a lot of impressions. Before I get into that, though, I wanted to talk a little bit about heavy metal. We got any fans of Metallica? Hell yeah. I think when I ask women over, I'm going to start just being like, do you want to ride the lightning? You know, like the song? Anyway, yeah, it's maybe not one of their hits. Anyway, wow, I can't believe my own phone is going off while I'm doing stand-up. That's fucking embarrassing. Thanks, Marty. God damn. Let's see. Okay, so, oh yeah. So there's a lot more diversity in TV shows now. Have you guys noticed that? It's not bad, but it does make me realize how segregated the TV I grew up with was. Like Lord of the Rings is a good example. You know, like the new Rings of Power show, it's got to be 30-40% African Americans on that show. And when I was a kid and I watched Lord of the Rings, it had 0 black people. And like it's filmed in like New Zealand. They didn't even have like a Maori guy in there or anything. Now it's gone full circle. It's completely changed. Star Wars is the same way. It used to be like you had one black guy in there, like Lando or something, or in the prequels you got Mace Windu. And then now, like the Acolyte, it's like everybody is like, you know, African American. It might as well be the new Wu-Tang Clan show. Yeah. Anyway, you gotta use the Force, Luke, for Shaolin. If RZA was a Jedi, that would be so awesome. What if he auditioned for that? I think it's funny that Mace Windu, speaking of Star Wars, he made George Lucas give him a purple lightsaber, which is like, I mean, it's kind of funny that he was like, no, you gotta give me a grape flavored lightsaber. It's gotta be grape soda looking, okay? George is like, I mean, okay, if that's what you want. Speaking of racial stuff in Star Wars, George Lucas has an African American wife, which is kind of interesting because he also made a movie with Jar Jar Binks in it, which was, you know, just a big Caribbean stereotype of a character. And I like to imagine, you know, she saw The Phantom Menace or whatever. He's sleeping on the couch the next week. She's like, George, what the fuck is this shit? I told you not to look at my films! She's just kicking his little nerd ass. Let's see. Oh yeah, Lion King is getting redone. I think they should save money and redo Rent and Lion King in the same musical. It could be Lion King for Rent or Rental Lion King, or maybe just Gay Lion King. And so, you know, Mufasa will take Simba out and he'll be like, look at all of this, my son. It is all yours. Don't go over there though, they do gay shit. I can't wait. It's gonna be great. Oh man. You guys ever play pool? I'm so bad at pool. I once, Marty, you good at pool?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I gotta learn. I feel like that's a cool thing. I saw a guy hustle somebody in pool last week and he just won $50. I'd love to be that kind of guy. Like, you lose the first game, you go double or nothing, right? And you win that one, then you win the third one, you go home with a bunch of money. It's a cool bar guy to be. I don't know, I'm more of like a nervous, nebbishy Jewish type. Where I'm like, oh, the stick, I might get a splinter. God forbid I hurt myself. I never do labor myself. I have to pay somebody to do it. Oh man, speaking of, y'all ready for this storm? Yeah, I had to get some hurricane shutters put in today. And like a true Jew, I haggled them down on the price. Kind of a good. Oh man. It's not, they have all the bargaining power though. They could just leave and be like, good luck. So no, I did not negotiate that one. Oh yeah, I love The Sopranos. You guys like The Sopranos? So there's a good episode. My favorite episodes are the ones where Edie Falco and like James Gandolfini are going through shit. There's one where she almost fucks this wallpaper guy. And I was like thinking of a song the other day in the car for that character. Like he had his own spin-off show. Wallpaper man, he always hits the back walls. Measures once, she comes twice, wallpaper man. I've watched 6 seasons of that shit. Let's see, I love The Sopranos. I think it would be awesome to find out that I had been adopted from an Italian family, like if I was in the mob. I'd be like, oh, you're telling me I'm Italian this whole time? How could we have known? Oh, enough with the O's. Yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, you guys see those new Discovery for Prep ads or the Mr. Prep ads? I don't know about that. Like, I'm not saying we shouldn't provide their medication, their anti-AIDS medication for free, but maybe don't publicize it, Like, don't we think that's going to increase the proclivity of those sort of behaviors? I don't know. Like, if I had an ad where I'm just like, I'm giving out bulletproof vests, you'd sort of be like, why do we need those? Like, what's this for? I don't know. Like, like, it should be there, but maybe don't tell everybody it's there. The other thing I was thinking about, speaking of drugs, is what about a weightlifter on steroids? It's the first time he might get in touch with his feelings, because of the mood swings. Like, I just realized I never had a good relationship with my father. Can someone spot me emotionally? Other drug shit I was thinking about is cocaine, right? Anyway, cocaine is weird. Like in movies, they got people, dip a knife. They just cut into a bag of cocaine with a knife, and then they take a hit off of that to test it. And my thing is like, didn't you just ruin a perfectly good bag of cocaine? Like you just put a giant hole in that thing. What, did they bring a second bag? You never see them transfer the leaky coke bag into a full coke bag. It doesn't follow logically, is all I'm saying. I don't like it. And I don't know, it's such a common cliche that never made sense to me. I don't know. But also there's no way that like you get that right 100% of the time. Coke is sharp, especially in large quantities. Like, there's somebody who tried to do that, he thought it would look cool, and he just cut the shit out of his hand. His whole hand just went numb, probably. Let's see. Oh yeah, so I got ADD, I got OCD, and I got PTSD. So I guess technically I have big D energy. Speaking of dicks, I think Louis C.K. should have been given more options, like for punishment, post cancellation, than just comedic exile. Like, they should have let him go back to comedy on the condition that he be castrated. You know, like, he can get Madison Square back tomorrow. He can get a new season of Louie. But they gotta castrate him because he can't do it again. So, I don't know, I wonder, would he take that deal? I think because that'd keep everybody happy. Right? Let's see. We got some new people towards the pool table. I gotta be cool enough to play pool. That's people in the bar, like if you hang out in the back, I feel like anytime you hang out in the back of a place, you're kind of the cool kids. Like I used to want to be one of those kids who hang out on the back of the bus, but never really happened for me. We got anybody who sat on the back of the bus and was kind of cool growing up? Wow. All right. Let's see. Oh, you guys know, you know that expression, you gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet? It's weird, the person who said it is not like a comic. Stalin said that during World War II, when his people were just getting murdered, just by the millions. And he went, yeah, you gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet. Just like, holy shit, what are you, a Bond villain? There's some history that's like so crazy. So I think the stuff in the Middle East is probably the current climate over there, you know, why it's so violent, is probably sexual tension. Because if you think about it, like everybody's all covered up, and like the men never get to get their nut off or whatever. And like, you know, to solve the Gaza Strip, we probably need Gaza strippers. That's my thing, right? Just uncork all that sexual tension, everybody busts their nut, nobody needs to fight anymore. That's my thought. I don't know. I think that would work out. The other thing in that genre is, you guys know what Arabian goggles is? That's when you put your balls on someone's face as a prank, which I think is weird that they made that racial. Like, how's that unique to Arabs? Like, I don't get that at all, but it is funny. So they got that holiday Black Friday. What's next? Like Jew Tuesday? Yeah, we already own all the holidays. We made up a bunch of our own extra holidays to take work off of. Like Rosh Hashanah was this week. That was good. We made it 2 days too, just to get you guys. It's fine though, no one's gonna call us on it, we own the company. What, are you gonna report me? I'm in charge. They got that movie Snakes on a Plane. More like Edwards in Paris. Oh shit. I'm happy no one's killed me, I was afraid about that one. What next? What do you call a black guy who flies a plane? A pilot, you racist? Jesus Christ. You guys are part of the problem. Is didgeridoo the Australian version of the N-word? Yeah, we got a couple of didgeridoos around, if you know what I mean. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, the song Jesse's Girl is super weird. Like, that guy's a piece of shit. He's trying to fuck his friend's girlfriend. And then he wrote a song about it and got famous. They should write a sequel to that by the boyfriend, just like about beating up the guy who wrote that song. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's an old guy with dementia. He's hooking up with a call girl, and they hook up like 10 times in a row. And she goes, "How did you last 10 times in a row? Like you got to be in your 90s." And he goes, "We had sex 10 times in a row." He's forgetting it. Yeah. So the other thing I was thinking about with sex is there's a lot of really hot MILFs. I don't know if you guys know what that is. There's a lot of hot MILFs in the area where I live in Bradenton. And my new plan is not to get a career, but to just be a kept husband for a hot MILF. Yeah, exactly. I'm excited about it. I'll find one maybe like across the street from where my parents live. we'll each be grabbing our mail, and I'll be like, hey, what's up, neighbors? And they'll be like, what the fuck? Jake? I'm nice. I'll let the husband of the MILF live in the garage, until he gets his stuff together. It'll be weird for me to parent the kids then. They'll be so close to me in age, but whatever. They'll ask for the talk one day. I'll just size them up and down and be like, I don't think it's gonna happen. You guys aren't cool enough. That'd be awesome to refuse to give the talk to a kid. Just like, you're kind of a nerd. I don't think you'll need it. No problem. Yeah, I'd be just drinking at 7 a.m. being like, ask your mother about everything. I don't actually do anything. I'm just a kept husband. It's a perfect plan. Speaking of MILFs, I'm all for public breastfeeding, but I think that who gets to breastfeed should be a little bit discussed. Like, babies are really hogging the titties when you think about it. Like, what is this, Monopoly or some shit? And look, I'm not saying they don't, look, they're first in the line for sure. They need breast milk. But like 100% of it, I don't know. Yeah, breastfeeding's interesting. Women are like, you have to let us do that in public. And I'm like, what guy didn't want that? Like, no dudes at any point in history were like, no, you can't take your boobs out. We have a problem with that. That's a made-up thing. I don't believe that. But yeah, breastfeeding, it's like, it's dinner and the show, right? I had to do it.
That was fun.
Hell yeah. You guys like Sesame Street?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I was thinking about on my way over, instead of Cookie Monster, you got Pussy Monster. It'll be like, P is for pussy. That's good enough for me. No. Sex is interesting. Like, women need a reason to have sex, whereas men just need a place. For women, sex is a lot like buying a house. They think about what goes into this, how do I see myself in it long term, how does the square footage relate to the rest of it, to the other houses. For men, it's a lot like parking. They're like, that's a spot, oh, that one's handicapped, keep driving. Oh, I have to pay? Yeah, we'll spin the block again, I guess. Yeah, so the other thing I was thinking about with sex is, what if you got, you don't want to cheat, right? You don't want to spend your whole life hooking up with the same person. So what about pants that are so thin you can have sex with them, but you can have sex with the woman without making any contact? So you're wearing the pants the whole time. So I don't know. That's my idea for Shark Tank. It's not cheating. I haven't figured it out. I don't get what it is with women these days, but all of them want me to choke them, and it's not like I won't, but I don't know. I feel uncomfortable about it. Do I have good forearms or something? I'll do it, but I'm not into it. What about a horse racer narrating? What about a horse racer announcer narrating like a sex scene in a movie? And he'd be like, "Oh, here we go. They're making out. Oh, he's taking off her top. She's taking off his shirt. Oh, they're kissing. He's taking his penis out. She's taking off her underwear. He's getting his penis on. They're having sex." He's just narrating the whole thing. He finished. She didn't. That's the sex. Let's see. Oh yeah, the other thing I would like is if the next time I played NBA 2K, you could program the announcer to be red pilled, and instead of basketball stuff, you could just say stupid shit like, she's turning trans, or like just random speak that doesn't actually relate. You got like a layup, and it'll be like, black girl magic, because it's nonsense. Let's see, I think that's all I got tonight. Make sure to tip your bartenders. Keep it going for the next person, Levi. Woo!
Appreciate the stunning intro, Jacob.